In this video, I would like to review a budget template. I will go from top to bottom and explain what it consists of and what the user flows are, what purposes does it serve, and showcase some cool features. The main goal of this template is provide a user with a smooth workflow to list income and expenses and do budgeting with as less effort as possible, and then see all the information in a lot of different ways and analyze it. Let's start with how-to guide. Well, all the information, how not to break a system, initial setup, and all separated in different headers is stored so a user can go there and actually see how to do a specific thing. Here are root databases, conveniently stored with the do not delete sign. Moving along, we have tasks and notes, just a little task block to store tasks regarding this financial budgeting things and notes. We can archive both tasks and notes, and we'll see them in here. We'll also be able to see done tasks. It's pretty easy and straightforward. Here are affirmations. We can create a new affirmation, or we can pick from the list of existing ones. If we create a new one, it will be automatically, with the help of automation, picked as the chosen one and will be displayed here. Then we have on a separate page a wish list where we can store everything we want to buy, pick a date, provide a link. We will also be able to see it by category because we can actually choose from categories, which I will talk about later. Here we see saving goals with a pretty easy and straightforward functionality. We have a goal amount, and here we will store a saved amount which we would like to allocate to this goal. Moving along to the main part. And one of the two things that user would actually do, or besides like tasks and notes and goals and wish lists, which are not the main functional, and some users may not have to do them at all, is to list expense and income. As you can see, there is a month at the top. And when we add new expense in this case, pick a category, pick an amount. By the way, we can also pick an eco spending amount because this template have a conscious spending angle. You'll be able to see all the eco spendings per month and compare them with total amount of spendings, eco spendings by category, so on and so forth. So when we do that, this transaction, well, let's actually pick any category and pick an amount. The date was automatically filled with the current date by automation. You will also see how name changes automatically also to showcase a category and the current month, just so it not be blank. And we do that is automatically connected to a month. Months serve two purposes: budgeting purpose, which we will see in a minute, and reporting purposes. So the same situation goes in here, and here's the tab for Bank Expert. Alongside this template, a special Google Sheet was delivered to facilitate transfer of bank statement into Notion, accounting for the limitations that Notion have of the number of records in the database. So it basically works like this. We have unstructured data, as you may see. The dates can be formatted differently, amount can be formatted differently, and we just pick a category, and then it automatically, through the special turntable, goes in here, and here we'll be able to see all the expenses grouped by category in particular month. So we kind of compress the number of records and we pick this. And when we go here, and in needed month, I've created a February of 2023 just to showcase an example. We pick quote unquote cell and just pass this data here. And what we will be able to see in just a few seconds is how category is filled out automatically based on the category description. That is the one more automation we have in the system. Now those categories are accounted for. As you can see, the green is for income, the orange for expense. Speaking of categories, we have a list of them here. And when we feel necessary, we can go in. Let's pick a better one, like groceries and food, and see all the spendings in this category by year and by month. That goes for every category, both income and expense. And a second actionable part of the system is budgeting. We have a budget template set up, and when a user start using the system, he or she set up those budgets here for income and expense. user only fill out categories that are needed for a specific user and fill the rest is blank. And then this monthly template is created automatically on the first of every month. It's got named automatically based on the month as it created in. And here we will be able to see only the current month. Today is still November, but then it will be December. We will see December here. Here we'll just log expenses in the current month, and they will be accounted for properly, automatically. So, and then we feel the need to change a budget for a specific month that it was created. We just go in the created page, which will be automatically populated with the template's content. We will see all the stats here. We will see a budget total, which we go to in a minute. And then we see all the expense and income for each particular month or all transactions if we want to, and we can change budgets. And then we'll be able to see all the income and expense categories we have and all the budgets we have and see the difference. If the difference is negative for expenses, if the spendings is over the budget, we will see them in red. For the income, if the factual income is less than planned, we will see them as in red as well, and vice versa. And we will only see categories both for income and expenses which are not empty, which allow us to, while having a lot of different categories, have those cards pretty tidy. And we will see, of course, the overall income and expense and balance. We'll also be able to see everything on a chart. For example, here, then in February 2023, which we just added from bank statement, we'll see subscriptions. Well, those are dummy data, but you get the point. And here we will be able to see income by categories and compare them like that. We, if we feel like it, can have an average, median, min, max, range, or sum. And the same for expenses. And that field here is basically a duplicate of reports. We have a separate section for those. As you can see, eco spendings that are only show eco spendings by category, by month, and by year. But we have all expenses by category. And by the way, we can pick a range, a needed range here, and see only needed expenses and categories which fall into that range. Here we have a separate section for income, also by category, by month, and by year. And we can also pick a date range. And here we have things we already saw.